Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare your ear holes for the best wrestling podcast, the hard-hitting wrestling show.
And we have aboard Hector, Frank, Tyler, and Jace. How you guys doing, man?
Good.
Yeah, the family's back. We're all in unison, ready to go with this show. Extreme Rules, where every point really matters on this show. So if you're scoring at home, you're scoring wherever you at, whether you're driving away, wherever you are doing, and you're watching this show, please understand that this Extreme Rules prediction, each match doubles all the way to the main event. So you may get lucky with two matches and actually win the whole entire show. So at least two victories. So last year Frank won it, and now he is not the champion. Hector is, as he's defending his title, two pay-per-views in a row. And hey, it's time to pass on the torch, Hector.
No.
Coming for it.
To win it.
Coming for it.
You were going for it, man. I don't know where you're at, Tyler. For the last three pay-per-views, you've been down under digging yourself in the grave.
I like to be wild. OV.
But hey, Jace is here. I know me and Jace go way back, a year and 1 month. This was our second pay-per-view, right, on the show?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so, hey, we're really excited. A little bit different than we're used to. And as always, we always anticipate what WWE has in store. But, hey, let's start off the show real good. We got 6 major matches. And at the same time, there are 2 unofficial matches that it might be on the show. So we'll play all the cards out. Let's start with those first real quick. The Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Andrade. Now, these Angel Garza and Andrade have been beefing it out with the Viking Raiders. They are the number 1 contenders for the Raw Tag Team Championship. But Street Profits, they haven't been on television for the last 2 episodes. Some concerns, maybe it has to do, maybe they are getting a break, or maybe there's a COVID-19 concerns. But regardless, Garza and Andrade has been the face on Raw for recent weeks. So, we're going to start all the way around on this pick. I'm going to say that because there's so much activity for Garza and Andrade, I'm going to pick Garza and Andrade to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Hector, what do you say?
Yeah, I got the dysfunctional family myself. I mean, they're just the male version of Bailey and Banks. But I think they'll find a way of winning those titles if it was to come down to it.
All right, Frank?
Yep. I agree with you guys. I think it's going to be Garza and Andrade on that one.
Felt it coming.
Yeah. All right, Tyler.
Yeah. As much as I like the Street Profits, your logic is spot on. So I got to go with Garza and Andrade.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. What's up, Jace?
We talked so much about how they haven't been able to click, and yes, they had that one good match with Randy Orton pulling the strings. Them having another good match isn't going to make it click for them again. I think the Street Profits are going to walk away champions, but I do think the feud will continue.
Wow, man. What? Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, get out of here.
You guys have been talking about how dysfunctional they are. I don't think they can go out with win.
Okay, when we talk about dysfunctional, they were dysfunctional 2 weeks ago, but last week, Randy Orton showed the true colors that they can't get along. They just needed the right leadership.
And they don't have Randy Orton in their corner this weekend.
Oh, man. You're right.
Are
You're
you
absolutely
serious?
right.
Yes.
Anyways, Okay,
But they still found a way of beating the Viking Raiders, though.
Yeah.
Right.
got a point there. But hey, you're talking about them beating up the Viking Raiders. Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro been all over the New Day, and they keep symbolizing that their future match could be a tables match. Because every time Cesaro is about to get his hands dirty, he always finds a way to pull out a table. So maybe this Friday we may see another match for Extreme Rules. Uh, because hey, Extreme Rules is supposed to be hardcore matches, right? So why
Yeah.
not have the New Day Defender titles versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro?
Sure.
All right.
All right, and I will play a devil's advocate on this one. I'm going for Shinsuke and Cesaro to beat the New Day. Frank,
I think so too. I think Cesaro needs that title. Not needs the title. Don't start. Don't start. No, I think.
start. All right, Hector.
I think the New Day will find a way of winning. I mean, they just been out and down in the luck lately, and I think they're somehow, some way, Cesaro and Shinsuke, they will find a way of messing this up, and one of them is going to go through that table accidentally, and New Day will win that match and win that belt, keep the titles.
Okay, Tyler. All right.
Pancake power, man. The New Day is going to retain those belts if they go toe to toe.
I think the New Day needs a real team to beat them. And I think Shinsuke and Cesaro have been stable for a little while now, and I think they will dethrone the Kings that are the New Day. They do need to revamp something. Something's growing a little stale there. Maybe get Xavier Woods back. That might help something. We'll see. But, yeah, we definitely do need something to shake up in that tag team division.
Well, talking about shaking up, I really concur with Steve had mentioned as I post his comment here about Otis catches in on the New Day. There has been the rumors for quite a
Wow, yeah.
now that he'll make history by being the first to cash in a world tag team title. So between Otis and Tucker to come out of nowhere and cash it in, this is going to be the perfect time to do it because, hey, I think he stated it before that this pay per view is turned out to be a dud, just because the storylines has been dragging. Nothing new is happening. We keep seeing the same faces over and over again. There's no fresh commodity as we call it. But I got a feeling that maybe that'd be one exciting thing that could happen this Sunday. So you got a point there. So if the New Day will win, do you honestly think Otis will cash in on them?
Why not? That brings some excitement to the table, and then that could set up Nakamura and Cesaro to go after Heavy Machinery.
Or set up another triple threat match for the tag team titles like they usually do.
No, please. No.
Or not.
Now we're sticking out with the official matches. We'll start with the bar fight. Toby Keith is actually going to be singing his song. We love this bar. Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus bar fight. I got a feeling that Jeff Hardy is going to even out the score 1-1. My son Jovi also picked Jeff Hardy. Sheamus keep using his personal life, making fun of him, and at a certain point, someone's going to snap, and why not Jeff Hardy snapping on him and call it a night?
Yeah,
That's true.
I'd be dumbfounded if anyone disagrees with you, Obi.
All right, I guess it's unanimous.
Yeah.
Wow, that's scary. Very
Yeah, I mean,
I think
the
That-
only
that's
crazy thing that could happen is like maybe Sami Zayn shows up and says like he was the driver all along, but that's not going to happen. So,
man. You know what? And that storyline, I pretty much forgotten about. But that is a great point that you say about Sami Zayn. Could he actually make an appearance?
but that won't happen. No.
Not with this pandemic going on. But
And not with the stipulation either. This is going to be just a good old-fashioned bar fight.
hey, Sami Zayn loves to drink too.
Hmm.
We'll see. All right. Well, let's keep an eye on this match. Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins.
I see what you did there, Ovi.
I know.
Well
Thank you. So this storyline has been a drag as well. Finally, Ray is cleared for a match. I'm gonna keep my comments to last. Hector, I'll start with you here. Who's your take on it, and what possible scenarios can happen thereafter?
I see a couple of scenarios that can happen there, but I think the end result, I'm going to see the Messiah winning this match. Somebody is going to make a horror show out of this and turn on Rey Mysterio.
Don't you do it.
He is going to turn on Rey Mysterio.
Ooh.
And
Don't
I'm going
you
to
do that.
I'm going to go to left field where the peanut stand is at, and I'm going to say it's going to probably be Aleister Black.
How dare. How dare you?
Interesting.
Shots fired.
How dare you, sir?
Woo!
I don't like that.
Let's start it up then.
Frankie?
I don't know, man. I think Rey Mysterio's gonna win, but I do agree with Hector that someone's gonna end up going after Rey Mysterio.
Oh,
But I don't think it's Aleister Black.
don't you know?
So who do
You
you
might
want
have a
to
little
fight?
you might have a little family feud there because
No!
Are you gonna
too much.
Man.
He keeps on pushing him to the side. Like, no, son. He keeps on protecting him too much. Maybe Dominic might have a change of heart and say, Dad, it's my turn.
I don't like that either. I don't like it. Leave Ray alone.
You know, I like Ray, but I think Ray, I don't know. We'll see.
I'm just going to
all right? Go ahead, Tyler. Go ahead. What you got?
I'm taking Ray. I don't think now is the time for Dominic to turn on his father. I think they'll be cohesive through this match. And eventually, yes, Dominic will be like, I don't need you, like the Charlotte Flair to Ric Flair. I don't need you anymore. I can do this on my own. But that time's not now. I don't think Dominic can lace up his boots and wrestle on his own right now. So I don't think it's time for him to turn on his father. So Rey Mysterio wins this one with the major assist from Aleister Black and his son.
Okay. So you're expecting Seth Rollins to lose an eye, is what you're saying.
100%. Pirate Rollins on the way.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
Dude, I don't know. I keep going. I'm kind of torn back and forth in my head. The only reason I'm going to say Ray is going to win, I don't think Seth is going to lose an eye. It's going to be like Buddy Murphy sacrifice or something. Or something like that. Or like Austin Theory. We haven't seen him in basketball. He's just going to sacrifice an eye for
I'll do it.
Seth Rollins because he's the Messiah. I'm kind of... But the thing is I think Ray's going to be the next legend killed by
No.
So.
Leave Ray alone. Why does everyone want to kill Ray?
Wow.
He's had about 20 years, and Randy Orton's going 20 years in.
All right. Before I make my comment, Steve says the Undisputed Era debuts and calls Seth the match.
I don't know about that. That's
sure right now. I mean, we don't even know if Karrion Kross is gonna get after Adam Cole before he goes on Keith Lee.
I don't think so. I think they made it pretty clear he's going after Keith Lee.
Bailey agrees with you, Tyler, on your pick, but I see two scenarios, and correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm going out way deep. I got a feeling Seth Rollins is going to win this match, and I'm gonna tell you why. Frank kept mentioning Dominic in there, and yeah, you got a valid point, but I don't think Dominic is going to turn his back on Ray. What's going to happen is Dominic is going to plead that he will serve with Seth Rollins so that he doesn't lose the other eye. Okay,
could be.
So,
okay.
and the fact that Seth might return his old mask to Rey Mysterio, but I think they were going to leave it like that to where he's going to gain someone And now there's been a rumor that there's going to be another person to be on Seth Rollins' side. Now, I have
Austin
Nick
Theory.
fan, and Austin Theory is taking a timeout. So
Yeah, he did a bad
for the last couple of weeks. We won't see him for this pay-per-view. And especially if this match has been recorded previously, I don't think we'll see him. However, there is Dijakovic, who was called up from NXT to Raw.
Oh no!
Ooh, interesting.
Tall ass dude that might show up in there.
They better not do that to Dijakovic. They better not.
But on the other hand, if Ray was to win somehow, some way, there's gonna be a third party, someone else that's gonna interfere. Maybe Kevin Owens.
That's
Kevin
fine.
Owens
Maybe.
not really agreeing of all this eye to eye stuff, even though he made fun of Seth Rollins last Monday night.
Right.
But, expect him to get involved. I mean, this could turn in very, very ugly very quickly. That way, their storyline was legitimately set up to be that way. But my take: Seth Rollins wins, Dominic goes, and he will serve the Messiah.
Interesting.
Oh man, I can't believe I just said that, man. But hey, we're moving on to the next one. Talking about having someone coming on the team, we had MVP who was trying to let Apollo Crews come and work with him, and that went kind of sour. And then MVP, I don't know what his agenda is, but he's be getting dissed. But luckily, he has Bobby Lashley in his corner. But hey, this is a scheduled United States Championship. MVP has the newer version of the United States title. We haven't seen Apollo Crews in the last couple of weeks.
No.
I'm very curious on why that's happening, knowing that storyline is built for him. But we also had the tag teams, Ricochet and Cedric Alexander, filling in on that.
That was an awesome match.
So I got a feeling that we're going to see these tag teams get in. There's going to be some ruckus here, but Apollo Crews is going to win this match.
Okay.
I see another turn. Somebody's gonna turn on Apollo Crews.
Yes.
Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. I'm thinking it's gonna be Alexander that's gonna wind up turning and helping MVP win that title. So I mean, I know we haven't seen Apollo Crews, but everything to me just pointing towards MVP holding this ugly new title, and he's gonna have somebody helping him do that. And I think it's gonna be Alexander.
Yeah.
I mean, he does know Kung Fu, right?
One word to agree with Hector is ballin'. MVP is absolutely winning the title this Sunday. I agree with you.
Listen,
That's
you can tell what he has a new toy.
Yeah. Regardless, who you got, Frank?
I have MVP. I gotta stick with my boy from the 305 from Miami, so he's gonna take it. Look, he came out with the new belt.
Yep.
All right, he's gonna take that. He's gonna keep that belt.
And who's this? Where's he from?
He's from Miami.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Tyler, who you got?
It doesn't matter where he's from. MVP.
Okay.
Are we going to sweep here? I'm going MVP too. I don't think Apollo. I think Apollo Crews is going to learn he has to be on MVP side to succeed.
All right. Well, Steve says MVP wins and sets up the match with Lashley at SummerSlam for that god-awful title. That's right. And the fact that Bailey agrees with Hector's pick. Heck yeah. Alrighty then. So, fair enough.
Hector, yeah.
Hector. Surprised they didn't call you Victor. Oh, that was on the other show.
That was Joe.
All right. So we got our picks in, and then that moves on to the ladies right now. We have the SmackDown Women's Championship, Bailey versus Nikki Cross. Hector, you want to start it off?
I think Bailey's going to hold this title. You're not going to put no title again around Nikki Cross's waist. I mean, especially with Alexa Bliss running around still. I mean, I think something bad is going to happen. We're talking about the horror show, right? So we're expecting some dramatic stuff to happen here on this pay-per-view, right? This is not your ordinary pay-per-view. So, yeah, Bailey's going to get some kind of a weird assistance here, and I think she's going to keep this belt.
Okay, Jace?
Dude, I'm going out of left field here. I'm saying Nikki Cross wins it from Bailey. And this is something we talked about last year at the beginning of the show. I think we might see Nikki Cross get like a belt and then have like Alexa Bliss and her like start to feud over jealousy.
Okay.
So because we're doing the Dublin crap and really only the last match matters, I feel like I might just have fun here.
All right.
Look, I'm tired of seeing Bailey, but I really don't see Cross winning this match at all. I mean, Bailey's gonna win. I mean, she has the boss by her side too, though, so they're gonna help each other out.
Yeah. You know what? Coming into this, and Ovi can see from my original predictions, I had Bailey, but Ov made me think of something there. It's called the Horror Show, and if we remember, Cross used to be part of this group called Sanity, who was terrifying. So maybe she can get the assist and go back to her old hysteria that she was when she came back up to the roster, and harness that and come back out as champion. So why not? It's the crazy rules to this pay-per-view that we're going with. I'm going with Nikki Cross.
Let's go.
Oh, man. You guys are points, man.
I'm taking advantage of your point system.
Yeah, go ahead. You take advantage of it because Bailey's going to win. How about that? Yeah. Bailey's
We'll see about that.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
see what Eric Young has to say about that.
Uh-huh.
Eric Young, damn.
Eric Young, wow.
And if Bailey says that Bailey wins, Bailey's going to win.
I know. Killian Dane, maybe he comes out.
All right, speaking about that title, let's move on to the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka versus Sasha Banks. Now, hey, this match, I'm going to tell you right now, Asuka's going to win. I think Banks is going to be very disappointed. I don't know what else can they do with the storyline between Banks and Bailey as far as them turning on each other. I'm already sour when it comes to stuff like that. So if anything, that could wait till probably SummerSlam. But as far as Asuka, I pick Asuka just for the fact that it makes sense for her to even it out for SummerSlam. And I'm making this prediction right now: Asuka versus Shayna Baszler at SummerSlam for the Raw Women's Championship. These two females, these two superstars have history in Money in the Bank. They had history even prior to Money in the Bank. These two went, as a matter of fact, it was the Elimination Chamber that they both had their first one-on-one. And these guys, these ladies know how to brawl. And this is something that we're missing in the women's division is that excitement right there. Not so much of Bailey cheating her way through. We want to see an actual hardcore match. And this is the reason why I'm picking Asuka to remain the Raw Women's Champion.
I have a hard time. This is another one I have a hard time believing anyone's going to disagree with you on.
Yeah.
Would I be right?
No.
It feels pretty obvious.
No, Jace, you say no?
No, man.
No.
Because, Bailey's going to lose it, and then it's going to be Banks with 2 belts. And then they're going to start the feud there. And then eventually they're going to lose the tag team championships and then fight over the Raw Women's Championship.
So you let me get this straight. You picked Bailey to win or Nikki Cross to win?
I picked Nikki Cross to win, and then Banks is going to win.
Okay, so you're going to flip-flop those titles.
Yes, sir.
You know what, Jace? I like
Banks
your style.
Asuka one-on-one, so I just don't understand your theory.
There will be some shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I like your style, Jace. I'm changing my pick. Sasha Banks.
Let's go.
Banks.
Yes.
All righty then.
Banks. Remember, Banks has Bailey in her corner too. They watch out for each other. They're both gonna have the titles. they're both going to be 2 belts.
Wait, so we got Banks,
Predicting that they're
Banks,
going to have all the titles.
Banks,
Yeah,
and then
you see, only for a moment there had me convinced that maybe Asuka was going to win. But you know what? Why not? Why not? Why not? You have
yeah, you're right.
Have Banks go against Bates.
OV, this is what your rules have done to us.
Well, let me explain something to you. I'm making the prediction for how I vision seeing things. Okay, every single one of y'all is supposed to have your own theory.
I'm winning this title.
my theory. What's wrong with my theory?
You're like, I agree. Really?
Hey, no, listen, I have my own theory.
So now I'm going to persuade you.
If I start talking, you start going. So I agree.
All right, fair enough.
You know, honestly, I Banks would have convinced me if Baszler didn't come out like she did, but because she came out, that tells me otherwise. I cannot see Baszler feuding with Banks or Bailey for that title. It's more better for her to feud with Asuka for that title. Asuka's a better and a stronger competitor than what Banks is or Bailey at this point.
Well, I want to put this quote here. Steve mentioned Asuka is going to win. Bailey will call Sasha after Bailey gets humiliated by Cross. If that situation were to happen, then I could actually see Sasha and Bailey at SummerSlam. That was just going to cut through the chase and no more backstage,
no title,
no more volunteering match for match. No, there has to be a title. That's the thing. They're not going to match up without a title.
Yeah, so Bailey loses it and Banks gets it. And then they lose the tag team title.
I like your style. I'm on board.
Right. Fair enough. Can we move on?
Okay.
Hey, you're the host.
All right, fair enough. Moving right along. So we did a takeaway last week about this Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, about things about people owing who people are like jumping in line for a title match that hasn't been deserved. And this is one of those scenarios that Ziggler thinks that he deserves to get a shot at the title, knowing that he just transferred from SmackDown to Raw and hasn't even wrestled anybody else. He went straight to the champ. But being Drew McIntyre, he accepts any challenges, and that's his major flaw there. But for this scenario, Drew McIntyre is definitely going to defeat Dolph Ziggler regardless of the stipulation that Ziggler says. And we're still waiting on that stipulation, and we're not going to find out probably, if not Friday night, it'll be probably during the kickoff show this Sunday on the WWE Network. So, Hector, I know you're not picking Ziggler. You're picking Drew McIntyre. I know. But my question for you is, after this match, do we actually see Drew and Lashley have a rematch?
I don't think so. Not if Brock Lesnar comes back. I think Brock is the one that's going to strip him of that title. I think they're holding that title around his waist until Brock Lesnar comes back. I mean, even if they put him in the ring with Lashley, he's going to beat Lashley again. I think that's just the way how they call that?
The cookie crumbles?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Yeah.
All right. Jace?
Little rewind to a year ago when we were doing this for the first Extreme Rules. It was Dolph Ziggler challenging Kofi Kingston for the WWE title. Now we got Dolph Ziggler going up against Drew McIntyre a year later. Same pay-per-view, same result. Dolph's going to lose. Drew's going to win. I don't think that Brock's going to be the one to take the title. I think we might see something like a Seth Rollins weasel his way into the title picture and take it from Drew. But yeah, Dolph is not causing Drew any problems here.
Okay. Frank?
Mr. What About Me? That's what I call him. He's Mr. What About Me. He's
Christian 2.0.
Yeah. He's not going to win. Drew's going to take it. All he does is beg. Oh, but cry. You know, why? I just got here. But no, man, that guy's going to lose. That guy's garbage already.
Okay, Tyler.
Hey, Jace, you inspired me.
Oh,
I'm
Dad.
taking Dolph Ziggler.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine?
We're not gonna imagine. What kind of?
Hey,
Are you
What
serious
craziness
right now?
is this?
Listen, that's fake news right there. You can't silence the opposition. What's wrong with you?
Anyhow,
No, in all seriousness, I'm going to take him for the lulz because if he wins the main event, I win.
it's not gonna be the main event.
Watch it happen. Watch it.
Dude, yo, that's a good point. It's not going to be the main event, but you bring up a good point there.
Look, man, Drew McIntyre is the main event of Raw itself.
That doesn't mean he's not going to win it back. Literally, he could win it the next night.
Look, I agree
Not wrong.
with Steve, and I'm gonna tell you what Steve said. He said Drew wins the unfortunate loss to Randy Orton at SummerSlam.
Randy Orton's a good one too.
Okay, there's not gonna be Randy Orton versus Edge because Edge is still recovering. He's not gonna be on time for SummerSlam. Anybody else has got to be Randy Orton. He's the legend killer. He's gonna take care of Big Show this Monday night or next week.
And go after Rey Mysterio.
Nah.
I think
Not
he's going to
right.
beat Drew McIntyre. I think that Ric Flair is going to find his way bumping into Drew, and then things are going to go out of hand.
but
Then again, you just can't trust Randy Orton anywhere, but to stick with Drew McIntyre over Ziggler, hey, I think that's the best thing that's going to happen for SummerSlam is Drew being the champion. Give it to Orton. Orton becomes, I think, the 14-time champion. So it's going to be all right.
My bold prediction is Ziggler wins and then loses it the next night on Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
All
to
right.
who?
We'll see. We'll see. But hey,
Brock.
before we hit to our last match, I would like to say happy birthday to Jason Grennan. He will turn 21.
Woohoo!
Actually, he's turned 21 today. So happy birthday, Jason.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So,
Happy birthday.
all right.
I
21.
don't remember my 21st birthday either, so it's okay.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah, I'm still 21. No matter how many times I age. But anyways, it's all good. Hey, this show is brought to you by Clovercrest Media. You want to start your own podcast, you want your voice heard, go to clovercrestmedia.com to know more information. And now to our possible main event, the cinematic one. Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt in a swamp fight match. And I don't know what that consists of. I have no idea.
We never do.
No idea what was the fun house. Nobody knows what Bray Wyatt is going to do when it comes to shows like this. But I got a feeling Bray Wyatt has an advantage because he's the only one that knows the game. But it's him, Braun Strowman. Whoever wins or loses this match doesn't benefit anybody. Everyone's anticipating the Fiend to come out, and they're delaying the process. So, I mean, you can flip a coin on this one. I think the betting odds is 50-50. Anyways, this is pick'em. So I'm just gonna stick with the champ, Braun Strowman.
I'm sticking with the champ too.
Yeah. I think I'm going Braun too. No. I'm going Bray. Fiend comes out.
Oh, okay.
Or Shrek. You know what? It's a swamp fight. Shrek's going to win.
Somebody once told me.
No, but for real, yeah, I think the Fiend comes out, and I don't think Braun's going to be able to have a answer to the Fiend because he hasn't faced the Fiend yet.
So are we having a go pick?
Yeah.
Hey, how about you wait until the end and you make that pick?
He said he's taking Bray.
He's taking Bray?
That's what he said.
I thought you said
What? No. I said the Fiend's gonna come out.
I thought you had a poop or something. I don't know, man.
Obi only has his hearing aid turned to half volume right now.
Yeah.
I am actually going to take Braun on this one. I literally flipped a coin, and that's how I got my pick. So,
all right, Frank.
Taking Braun. We take Braun today.
Wrong.
Yo, I'm gonna be real mad when this is the main event and Jace wins.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
That would be great. And that's actually how I won it last year.
Look at Jay smiling so much, man.
I won it on that last match last year like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only match you won too.
If that happens, I promise you, I will not be on the post show.
All right. I'm glad that you mentioned that. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone tuning in to the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show. This is actually our last episode for this season. We will have a post show this Sunday after Extreme Rules, and we'll summarize everything that we have seen, what we could predict that's going on to SummerSlam. But, however, we are taking a couple of weeks off, enjoying the summer, and we'll be back live August 4th, 2020, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We have a new topic that we're going to introduce in our next season, and that is the Tag Team Turmoil Tournament. And the only way you find out that information is on the hhwshow.com. That's right, hhwshow.com, when you could find out the latest update on the wrestling news, rumors, and everything going on. Initially, all the top 64 tag teams are listed. The brackets are made. Hollywood Heck Love is the man. He is the one that produced it, and he will be hosting that segment. And we'll explain all the rules on August 4th on how the breakdown is, and immediately
I'm a win.
round one. The whole entire tournament will last all the way to the day of SummerSlam, which SummerSlam is scheduled for August 23rd, 2020. That will be at the Performance Center and will not be at Massachusetts because of the pandemic. But hey, you never know if things will change. So, hey guys, thank you very much for being on the show. We'll have more on the takeaway. Hopefully, we get more people interviewed on the show. Well, for everybody listening in, thank you for watching the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show.
Visit the hhwshow.com sportscast where you can find all the news, rumors, updates, and predictions from the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show, all 4 downs, join about the G-Men, and keys to the city. If you ever want to do a podcast, this is the place to do it. Starting at $15 a month, you can get unlimited hosting at $50 a month for the full package. Visit CloverCrestMedia.com for more information.
A big thank you to the StreamYard for their fine streaming service. On behalf of HHW crew, I am Ovi Muniz. Thank you for listening to the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show.